Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Kevin Plays LOTRO, the pre-Super Bowl edition. I'm just going to play a quick game before I do the Super Bowl festivities. The wife is taking a quick nap, so we'll see how this goes. So last time we tried this instance through this door and failed miserably. Had to toss eggs over the ledge, and the little creatures were spewing poison and all this stuff, and just a little too much for me. I kept dying. So I'm going to put this quest off to the side, and we're going to try some other things. Here, let's open the silver for free. Alright. And let's see how my virtues are. Still earning justice. Okay. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we're not doing that. Let's see. Okay, we'll try that. And what's this? Baird Arthur. You know what? Let's do the component first. We're going to put our last component into the socket. I think we unlocked something. So let's do that. And that is, we are here. That's way down there. So, let me see. How can we get down there? Go that way, that way. Yeah, there is. We could try that. There are horses here. That might be easiest. We'll try and get a horsey, and then we could turn in that other quest. Yeah, we'll do that first. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Where am I going? Yep, have to go down this way. This is the stairs. Come on. Come on. There we go. And there's Barrett Arthur right there. Canter. Ooh, don't fall down there. have done well, Florecita, and I hear Prince Faramir has changed his mind regarding the Dead City. It would be a shame to let Minas Ithil fall to its final ruin by the hand of Gondor, I think. It is good he believes so as well. These are glad tidings, but alas, there is another matter to discuss. Let me see. That's neck. Oh. Yeah, that's the only one I could take. Oh, I see.
Let us not tarry.
I don't need that. Okay, something in the shadows. I have received troubling news from Tan Orath. It seems that Gothmog had plans beyond Minas Morgul. Word has spread of a place named Thuringwath. It is believed that the deathly cleft, false girth, that runs through the mountains of shadow might lead to it. I do not know what might be found in Thuringwath, but from what I have heard, it is nothing good. We have twice walked bravely through the lands of the enemy, my friend, but something about this leaves me uneasy. What need has evil to conceal itself in the lands of the Dark Lord? When you are prepared, ride for Tan Orath. I hope my dread is for not Florecita. Okay, travel to Tan Orath. Well, then we'll do that after we do the Black Book. So, we'll remove that. Okay, and then let me see. So I got some essences here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, let's loot all that. Okay. Put that down here. Where are we at? What kind of, okay. Finesse. Oh, there's another critical rating, which I can put there. Yes. And then I can destroy this. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Virtue Cap Reach. So I reached the Virtue Cap in Justice, so I'll earn, which one's this one? Fidelity. Maybe that one. Let me see here. It's mitigations. Where's my Valor? Let's try Valor. There we go. Just gotta do that. Okay, earning. Alright. Alright.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
Prepare for battle!
Let's try this one. Oh yeah, that's for that one instance. I don't want to do that yet. Oh, not here. Alright, where's the door? Not there either. Gotta find the door. Oh yeah, this is the one where the door's like right behind us. Right there. Alright. Where are we at? Here. We gotta put the socket down there. Yeah, just run. I guess we could go that way. Go down the ramp there, or let's go down one more. Oh yeah. That's right. Or I think we could just go down the stairs here. See what happens when we go down the stairs. There we go. And then we make a right. Seriously? Yeah, I want to up my physical mastery. Do that. Alright. Ah. Ah, creeping arm. Alright, let's get all these guys over here. Ah! That's a bug. Come on, creeping arm, you want a piece of me? Just like Thing in the Addams Family. Come on. Okay, that socket should be somewhere close. Da, da, da. There we go. Oop, I passed it. It's right here. There it is. You hear an unlocking sound from behind the wall. You have completed that, one of the 4 keys, and yada da. Alright. Must have completed Kalos Curse. I thought I did. I thought I got all of them. Oh, where do I get that? Jeez. So I only did 2 and I need 2 more. Well, golly. Okay. Let's do Black Book of Mordor. Alright. So we're gonna go back to the top, talk to the Watchful Presence. And where am I at? Tower of Treegarth. Alright, got him good. Alright. Uh-oh. Well, there goes that potion. Come on. Gosh, lag. Frickin' lag. We're almost there. Nope.
Will you hear my plight?
I have orders for you, soldier.
That ain't right. That ain't right at all. Hold on. I went to the wrong one. This is the first level.
A task for you, soldier.
No. Seriously? Lofty Watch Fort. Circle, yeah. I guess we do want that one. Meh. Alright. There we go. Just outside the door. Alright. Guards. Alright. Man, look at all that group all up in there. Ugh. Oh, where is this? Oh, come on. Did I go the wrong way? Where am I at? No, it's this way, I think. It's this way. Darn it. Alright. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yep. Crud. Where am I at? Oh, I'm down here. Darn it. Keep getting lost. It's not this way. My turn. There. There we go. There's the stairs that I need. Alright, let's eat some food. Great, I have Shadow Grip. Man, what's with all the Dread Guards? The watchful present regards you coldly, its malice coalescing before you, a solid wall of impassibility. You are reminded of the spirit in the watching stone outside the cavern of Nargoth, but this present has a different feeling than Zargarok. There is a mischievous bent to Zargaroth's evil. Here there is order, a reverence for rules and commands that other spirit of your acquaintance did not possess. None but Gurzel and their servants may pass. The spirit whispers in your mind, and you see an image of Gothmog standing before the tower, making known his pronouncement before the watching stone. The spirit in the door serves Gothmog and will carry out his command. Talk to Colleen in the uppermost tier of Minas Morgul. Okay. I'm going to remove that guy. Okay. Alright. Are you certain we cannot force our way inside? Ah, that is not likely. Watching stones possess a strange power and physical force will not generally overcome it. Perhaps Mithrandir can work some wizard magic against past this barrier. Unless you know of a Gurzel that might be willing to accompany us past the watching stone, Florecita, I can think of no other way. Talk to Mithrandir at Encheduo. Okay. Did I already click on this glowing page? Guess not.
Some of the evils visited upon this place cannot be undone. The White Tree, scion of Telperion, we found hewn and burnt.
Alright. Where's the stairs? That way. Mr. Sniffles. This guy waiting outside this our fort. All right. There he is.
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
We fight for a better day!
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
Alright, let's find Gandalf. fellow kidmate.
The watching stone outside Barad Kuron will only allow Kurzul to pass.
That may be a problem, my friend. The Ranger Anoth did tell us that Ugerzor seeks to gain access to the tower, but he seems unlikely to cooperate with us, Florecita. And, as it stands, we do not know for certain where the captain of the pit may be found. Okay. There is also the matter that if we did learn Ugerzor's location, Anoth would not allow us to join hands with his hated foe, no matter the purpose of duration of the peace. No, Ugerzor will not help us gain access to the tower. Gandalf leans on his staff, deep in thought. When he stands up straight once again, there is a twinkling in his eye. We have no Gurzul close at hand, Florecita, but perhaps we can make one of our own. Ooh, I get more stuff. Let me see here. Yeah, looks good.
Nay, my friend, do not look at me with such horror.
Okay, yes. Do not look at me with such horror. I do not speak of performing Sauron's dread ritual, the act of bleeding the men and women that became the Gurzul required more than just Sauron's Morgul knife Gulthunk. It needed also a will of evil, and be glad that is not the thing we possess. But we do have in hand something else. The wizard opens his satchel of possessions and removes an unpleasant artifact, the mask of Karazgar. The weeping warrior dodged our steps in the north, Florecita, and he inflicted much pain and sorrow upon dwarves and men, but he does possess two useful traits, his reputation and his absence. Of all the Gurzul, he may be the most feared, a black Númenorian who moved with stealth, appearing out of nowhere to slay and torment before vanishing, leaving only the memory of a frightening visage, a masked evil. He captured dragons and brought them to Sauron, but it is long since he was seen in Mordor. Rumor of his cruelties in far-off Rhûn will have spread even here. I think the spirit of this watching stone will know of the weeping warrior and his exploits in the east and in the north, and I think too that it will not have seen him in long centuries, if at all. Were you to wear the mask, the spirit would no doubt see through our deception, but if another were to wear, perhaps one of the Kundolar, who rarely came to the Vale, who is to say what the spirit might think? And if Karazgar were to bring a powerful prisoner to Gothmog, the very man who has proven so troublesome to Gothmog's schemes, would the spirit not allow both of them access to the inner sanctum? What has your friend Azurzin gone up to of late, Florecita? Is he still as wily as he ever was? Go to Minas Tirith and speak with the gossip-monger Melder, just inside the entrance of the city. He will know where the Easterlings who came out of Gothmog have gone. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go to Minas Tirith.
Now then.
I think it's here where we can get there.
Now then.
How may I help you, friend?
There we go. Alright. See where this guy is at, right over here. There he is. Mel deer.
You were looking for Easterlings?
Aye, King Elessar has called for them to be given places to stay in Gondor, and the kingdom will follow his command, but he cannot bid every man or woman in Gondor to open their hearts to these newcomers, and were he to try, he would likely face his first failure as king. Many here lost loved ones to Kulindor, swords within view of these walls, and they can neither forget nor forgive it. But if you seek Easterlings, you may find them at the Eagle and Star to the southwest. The barkeep there has welcomed their coin at least. Find Erzin at the Eagle and Star in Minas Tirith. Alright. That would be... well, just right here. Oh, and there he is. Erzin watched you guardedly and with suspicion. But you know what? Let's see. Oh yeah. Can't buy any food or drink here for some reason. I think there's a guy outside though, but anyway.
So you are still alive. Good for you.
When last I saw you, you planned a foolish raid upon some stronghold in Mordor, thinking a disguise might keep you safe. It seems the advice I gave you proved helpful, for you still live. Are you here to thank me for your survival? Know that I am Eorzin, the unrewarded, and will gracefully accept whatever coin or treasure you balance against your life. Eorzin's eyes narrow when no reward is forthcoming, and they narrow further when you tell him you need his help gaining access to the tower atop Minas Morgul. You only come to me when you need something, Florecita. Am I to dress up as one of the Nurnoth as you did before? For I will not. I led the Kulindar into battle. Men followed me to war, even to death, and if my star has fallen low, it will rise again. I wear these garments now, but in time I will again don my shining armor and lead men to victory. Keep your base disguise. Eozin the Proud will have none of it. Place the Mask of Karazar on the table in front of Eozin. Convince him. Eozin does not know the disguise you had in mind. Eozin's eyes widen in surprise.
Did you kill him then? There is only one mask such as this in all the world.
And the Weeping Warrior would never part with it. Long did he stalk the lands of my people, bringing death without mercy to all. For all my years the mention of his name drained the courage of even the bravest soldier, and set to weeping mothers and fathers both, remembering children slain by his blades for no reason at all. The sight of his mask commanded. Eozin falls silent. Talk to Mithrandir at the Eagle and Star. The door of the tavern swings open and Mithrandir enters. There he is!
Has he agreed to our scheme? I see he considers it.
May he hasten his decision. How much time does he think we have? But there is another here with whom I would have you speak. Did you not notice him enter? I see his ascension has not diminished his former skill at moving without being seen, nor his desire to make use of it. Unless I miss my guess, he will be in the furthest room, Florecita, in a darkened corner. Ah, could that be Aragorn? Investigate the mysterious figure in the darkened corner of the tavern. Let me see. King Lesser. Well, in a darkened corner. Let me see. There he is. A familiar figure nods in greeting.
Old habits do not always vanish easily.
My friend, it remains a wonder to me how much a difference one's garb can make in the eyes of the people. What would Barleyman have to say if he saw me in my king's raiment? No, I should prefer to wear this to the pony. That is Strider's place, not Alessar's. Mithrander has told me some of what he has learned from that tomb you discovered in Jarnfast, and he entreated me to tell you what I know of King Eoner's last days. Some of this you may have heard already, but the true story was never intended for the ears of the common folk, and some of it was passed down only by the wise and to those of Isildur's line. Keep secret in the wilderness. I will tell you what I know of it, if that is your wish. Talk to Aragorn in complete instance. The warrior remade.
I will tell you the tale of Eärnur's last days, as it was told to me.
Let me grab some water.
This story begins during the reign of King Eärnil II, who was troubled by the loss of Minas Ithil to the forces of the Witch King.
You have heard the story of Egomoth's onslaught against the forces of Mordor that came to seize Minas Ithil. It is a popular tale, oft told in Gondor even today, for it is heroic and tragic in equal measure. Lord Egomoth had the command of Barad Cúrnan, and his charge through the city into the invading orcs is now the province of legend. He and all his men died in that sally, but when the last defender was dead and the Witch King entered the tower, he learned of Egomoth's other purpose. The palantir was missing. One of Egomoth's riders had carried it from Barad Cúrnan, casting it into the Ithilduin, lest it be claimed by the Nazgul. Like many victories of the Dunedain over the years, this one was short-lived. Servants of the Witch King found the Ithil stone fetched up upon a rock in the current, and they brought it to their master. Gloating over his victory, the Lord of the Nazgul used the palantir only once before bringing it personally to Sauron, as he was commanded. The Witch King made contact with the Arnor stone wielded by King Eärnil, showing him that Egomoth had failed and the city belonged now to him. Minas Ithil has fallen, the Nazgul sneered. You look now upon Minas Morgul. Eärnil despaired, and he forbade any of his subjects or his line from using the Arnor stone. It is no longer safe, he declared. The ban of Eärnil would last for nearly 1,000 years unbroken until the time of Steward Denethor. It may be that the ban prevented Sauron from achieving his goal of a corrupted Gondor centuries before he nearly succeeded, but I cannot say for certain. Every thought of King Eärnil was set to defending Gondor from the threat of Mordor. He fortified the city, intending for Minas Ornor to become an impenetrable fortress. But for men even a long life must end. When Eärnil died, his son Eärnur ascended to the throne. He was a grim ruler, but he intended to keep his people safe. Minas Eärnur would be known by a new name, Minas Tirith, the Tower of Guard. He longed for the recapture of every city and fortress Gondor had lost to Mordor's armies. Perhaps that is why he allowed the messenger entrance to his halls. Ooh. Hail, guests, you are welcome in the halls of my fathers. Really? Say you so? I do not feel it, O great king. Say on then. I bring greetings from my master, he who is the captain of night and the ruler of iron. Know him too as the king of Minas Morgul. He has unfinished business with thee. What business? I do not treat with such as he. Well, does he? Well does he know it. He saw you from across the field at Fornost. And you fled from him. I did not flee. It seemed to my master and to all who saw it that you fled in terror out of his mighty presence. The king's horse was overmastered and bore him away against his will. So you cannot control your own steed, yet you think to control armies? I was not afraid of your master then or now. Was the message you bring? Deliver it and then be gone. It is this. My master bids you return to his domain alone. There he will do battle with you, sword to sword, with no one else to interfere. And what stakes does he offer? Should you triumph, he will quit the Vale of Morgul and the city that lies within. Sure. And otherwise, I will not give him any of my realm if that is his hope. Any? He has already taken some of your realm. You mean any more of it, surely. But why should he wish for that which he could take at will? No, great king, he wishes only for thee. Talk to Aragorn. Eärnur was hot of temper and surely would have ridden forth at once were it not for the intervention of his advisor Mardil. A wise man and studied, Gondor remembers him as Mardil the Good, and his actions on this day forestalled some measure of doom. Not forever, alas, but for a time. Mardil stepped forward. We know who your master is, he declared. We know how much he can be trusted or how little. If he is so eager for this combat, let him ride here to the Tower of the Guard, and show his true worth before all. The emissary bridled at his response and departed, but his anger was as nothing compared to the wrath of Eärnur. He brooded and raged in the time that followed, but whenever he thought to dare the Shadow Vale, his steward was on hand with soothing words and reminders of his duty. The Morgul Vale remained silent. So passed 7 grim years. 7 years following the day that he first came to Minas Tirith, the messenger returned. This time he was not alone. So, you have come back. The warmth of your hall has much waned, O king. I bear again at my master's behest, it does not change. Why should I answer then? Time, it weighs on you heavy as every year that passes. You have had time to think upon your faint heart. Uh-oh, my lord, no peace! Peace, you say? I remember you from our last meeting, Word Weaver. My master has spared a thought for you too. For you I have a gift. Eagle Moth. It was a corpse long dead, its eyes glinting with profane malice, its flesh decayed. But Mardel and Eagle Moth were both of the house of Hurin and were cousins. In grief and disgust, Mardel turned away and he gave the messenger what he sought. His silence. This foulness will not stand. Run back to your master. Tell him the king rides at once to reclaim Minas Ithil. Before his blood had cooled, Eoner and a company of his bravest knights rode from Minas Tirith for the last time. They entered the Morgul Vale and were never seen again. The common belief in the years... Didn't want to be on that body there, sorry. The common belief in the years that followed was that the Witch King treacherously trapped the king and his knights in Minas Morgul, and they perished there in torment. No proper claimant to the throne could be found, and the line of the kings was ended. Mardel did not don the crown himself. Instead, he became the first of the ruling stewards, swearing to govern Gondor only until the king returned. And you know how that tradition reached its ending, Florecita. But when Eoner succumbed to the taunts of the Witch King and rode to Minas Morgul, we know now what was hidden for those many centuries. Through the dark arts of the Lord of the Nazgul, Eoner was corrupted and changed into the fell wraith Mordorith, bound to the Witch King. He served Mordor as a false king of Angmar until his defeat last year. When next he crossed our paths, he had been given a new form with which to wage Sauron's war, Gothmog, the commander of Mordor's armies. Better to have died as Eoner, Florecita, than be reborn as a tool of evil again and again. It saddens me to think of that fate. My tale is at its end, Florecita, but the wraith that was once Eoner troubles Gondor still.
That is the tale, as it is known to the wise and to those of Isildur's line.
But I would have you remember this, Florecita. Whatever Eoner may have been, that man is no more. Do not let the knowledge of who he once was, stay the punishment that is due. He is now wholly evil, and all of Middle-earth has suffered at his hands and those of his masters.
Mithrandir has told me of his plan, and I will not speak against it, but remain alert.
Yes. For many centuries have passed since the Tower of the Crescent Moon last fell into the grasp of evil. Even Mithrandir cannot say what you might find within. Gothmog alone would be threat enough, but while Sauron held our attention, Gothmog had time enough to ransack Minas Morgul for its secrets. He may have prepared some defense or trap we cannot anticipate. I will give you one further warning. If the Kulandur Erzin does agree to help you with this, remain alert for any sign of treachery. I believe he will aid you for as long as his interests align with yours. See that they do, and he may be worthy of trust. But if that becomes otherwise, good fortune to you, Florecita. I think you will need it. Talk to Erzin at the Eagle and Stair. Alright.
I will play the part of Karazgar.
But Erzin, the Helpful, has a number of conditions. Know this, I will not endanger myself to save you. If this deception appears ready to fail, I will not maintain it. You may be a friend to me in this city, but in the Morgul Vale, the only men who still have friends are the dead ones. The living cannot stay living if they hold friendship more dearly than their own skin. Erzin must come first. Are we agreed? Yes? Very well. I did not escape the end of the war and the dungeons of the Dark Lord to die in the Morgul Vale. If that is understood, then I will help you. Where do we need to go? Talk to Berengard and Eched Ual. Okay, tell Erzin how to get to Eched Ual. Alright. Alright. Nighttime in Minas Tirith. See if I need a repair.
I greet you, friend.
Nope.
How may I help you, friend? Gondor needs your aid.
We hear tell of great deeds from far away, but danger is always near. Let us not tarry.
Alrighty.
I do not like this Easterling. Are you certain we have no other choice?
Yep. is he? Oh, there he is.
The men here do not like me. It brings a smile to my face.
To hear their whispers, to see the way they look at me with fear in their eyes. Why? Because it means they remember. Even fallen so low, Erzin is not forgotten. If the guards have fallen differently, these others might be unwelcome guests in my own war camp, and they would not be free to whisper then. This man, this very guard, he is a mere underling, but Erzin was no man's underling. I remember leading my own band, strong Kulandur warriors who would live or die at my command. Perhaps that time will come again, for I feel my stars once again on the rise. After all, you will soon be indebted to me for this favor, and as will many other powerful men. Why, Berengard's own prince will be in my debt, and perhaps then he will speak with me with more respect. Call me Erzin the Prepared, Florecita, for I am ready for this plan of yours and ready for a hopeful future. Okay. Let's see what my title is. Oh, Hero of Aramor. Yeah, okay. Alright.
Something has happened on the upper levels of the city, but I know not what.
Marivel were seen clinging to the upper reaches of Barracuran, illuminated in the light of the tower's beacon, and something has stirred the orcs in the lower levels of greater activity. Of the risen dead in the middle tiers there are few reports, but that in itself gives me concern. Go with Erzin to speak with the Ranger Kolang in the uppermost level of the city outside the entrance of the tower. But first investigate each of these threats as you climb up each tier of the city. If Gothmog or the other Masters of Mordor have called for this increased activity on the part of their minions, they must be opposed. Have they enacted the final stages of some scheme, even as we prepare to undertake our own? I hope it is not so, but an air of dread and mystery lies upon Minas Morgul, and it makes me wonder. So we defeat orcs, defeat the dead, and defeat Marivel. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Okay. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna go call it quits. I've been playing for over an hour. A little hungry. And then we're gonna do our little Super Bowl activities. And that's it for the day. So, alright, have a good night, everyone. And have a good day.